Shoe brands have been lying to you. Do you want to know why? Nobody believed me at first, but now
We're being told to buy the orange coins, but these snot-nosed kids are $50 to $300 a day. Smaller.
Is it working, dog?
I ate ice cream on Saturday and I still feel like crap.
Oh wow, that's an
I'll have
event.
to check.
I know. I shouldn't have done it. But
We all. Wait, you left the barbecue.
God, I asked you a question.
Yeah, and I answered your question.
I didn't have any cookies at the barbecue.
I didn't have any ice cream.
You didn't say
I
shit.
had some overdone macaroni, but
Solidity's
No,
85%.
You were not in. So the Minneapolis.
Are you gonna fucking invite?
I did.
nah, there's no
Fucking faggot isn't online.
It was just like it was just a family get together with just close family friends and other employees.
It was just a list of. Noodles was there? It was a list of Tim's favorite coworkers.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was invited.
Of course you wouldn't. We wouldn't do that. So, Minneapolis obviously in the news because of the shooter, and thank you for your work in helping to expose the truth behind that, because I don't know what world we would be living in if not for all of the folks on new media, everyone online, getting to the bottom of it before the channels are nuked. So we could be, just imagine what this story would have been 20, 30 years ago, right? The Minneapolis shooter. Would have been very different. Whatever they told you is what you would have believed. And this forces people to re-examine everything. You look back at Columbine, well, what didn't we know? It doesn't mean that every conspiracy theory is right. But I think, and that's
Fucking faggot won't invite.
Fucking faggot was already invited and he didn't join the fucking game because he's a fucking faggot retard. Isn't even online like a fucking faggot retard.
This is the guy who kissed, I believe, the George Floyd.
And again.
Yeah, I did. You're not online, you fucking retard.
He kneeled.
Check again.
Of course, decided that thoughts
Where are you, dog? I don't see you.
you guys should stop that. And,
Yeah, you're a dumbass.
trans community, because that's what's more important. Well, this Minneapolis
Not showing you online.
Jacob Frey, he gets worse because he also is an expert in pandering. Here he is.
Fucking retard alert here.
Yeah, you're not the one online, cunt. I'm in the fucking game.
Fucking hell.
Dude, what is wrong with this faggot game? No, you... Dude.
Or it's how Somali's bored
An error has occurred. The connection to the host was lost. What the
Yeah, it's
fuck are
because
you
I
doing?
left.
You fucking piece of shit.
Fucking faggot retard wasn't online.
Fuck.
Fucking faggot says to get online, he's not on Discord, all these... Dude, what a joke, man.
Fucking hell.
Just to give you an idea as to how far off the beam we are.
Get me the fuck out of this tip.
This guy's got half a goatee.
Oh yeah, this fucking autist over there.
Come over here.
Is it like a cultural dance we don't know about?
So here's the thing: if you
Are you coming?
say it's cultural,
Yeah, it's gonna take me a few minutes, cunt.
whitest,
Fucking hell.
gayest man ever does his, Muppet paw dance.
I
for the
gotta
Somali
get out of
people.
this
No, that's just being one of
fucking temple.
the rules consistently. And this is not the first. It's so just the word cringeworthy was invented. He's not the first one. Remember the mayor of Toronto?
Like a door to get out of here?
She's helping him take.
There
his
are a couple
dancing to the next
exits,
level.
but
it's a
they're where I made them, so you probably won't be able to find them right away.
Oh, I think I found one.
Real things. Those people did that. They thought it was a good idea. The Photoshop.
Is there one that goes down?
smoke. That was it.
Yeah, but that's not the one you want.
Gosh.
What happened? What happened to
Wait,
cultural
where?
appropriation?
The one that goes down, where does that go?
Tuesday, right? You put on a sombrero. That's
Further
That's
down.
unacceptable. Apparently, if white people listen to hip hop, it's white supremacy. But this, and by the way, I didn't misspeak. You can check the reference. The flags you see, it's the flag of a Somali separatist group, primarily in Ethiopia. So it's a different country's rebels in another country that still isn't
How far are you?
America.
Why do they
I'm
hate
about to
Somalia
dock
so
with the boat.
They do hate Somalia. Well, why is a mayor a candidate? He's the mayor right now, but he's
Oh,
also
so
running
you're
for re-election. Why
pretty
is
close.
he trying to shore up the vote? By going to the Somali community.
Yeah.
We have done many, many things wrong. If ever to win an election in a major city, you have to shore up the Somali vote. Okay, that's a problem.
Right. It's like, yeah, it's that should not be taken into the equation. And by the way, of the
Fuck, I
many
got
communities
lost.
in this country, and I know I've been tough on a lot of them, I will say it, the Somali community is among my least favorite.
amongst them.
The temple.
I will not tell you who is amongst their peers, because there are quite a few groups that I'm not a big fan of. But know that the Somali community, if not the prime, is certainly chief amongst them-ish. But here's the thing. Business is really good for the Somali people here in the United States. This brings us to now. So Ilhan Omar, right now, her 2024 now.
Hey, how was that barbecue?
Ilhan Omar, by the way, who married and banged her brother, can't stress that enough. Her 2024 financial disclosures show that she and her husband, now husband, not brother husband, are worth $30 million.
Well, not bad.
And there were some numbers circulating a while ago that were not true, but this I believe came to us from New
Fuck
York
it.
Post or New York Times, and then we went to go actually look at the disclosures ourselves. Well, this takes us back to then, right? Remember, Ilhan Omar completely denied that. She wrote on X, "My salary is $174,000 before taxes.
So I said I have a headache
don't
that
have stock
isn't even a
or own
headache, it's
home
just
and still
pain.
paying off my student debt. So if you are going to lie
Right.
on something that is public, maybe try checking my public financial statements, and you will see I barely have thousands. I
Damn,
own
dog.
millions."
Take a
That was before
fucking
she saw a
time.
3,500% net worth increase since
How many of
2023. 3,500%.
Pretty good.
And I want to be, just to give you an example to her husband's companies, he has a winery which was in 2023, I guess his stake was worth $15,000 to $50,000. Now it's worth $1 million to $5 million. And then Rose Lake Capital, his venture capital firm, 2023 was $1 to $1,000. Then 2024 was $5 million to $25 million.
Just say that number from $1
Yo,
to
autist.
range. I'm like, can we just narrow this down? Let's just give you the top number.
Yeah.
1,000. And let's
Sorry.
take the bottom number now. 5 million.
Look at your fucking
1,000
your
to
thing
5
at the bottom.
million. It could be up to 25 million. That's quite the range.
Right. Yeah, well, it's like she didn't get the memo that when you launder money, like,
How do we get out of here?
unbelievable.
This way.
Just to be clear.
But that is the believable number, I think.
Yeah, but I would argue in the private sector, a 3,500% increase in 1 year, it's almost unheard of.
Almost.
Almost unheard of.
Now I know what kind of raise to ask for next year.
You got 3,500%.
And here's the thing,
I'll
too.
get there. I'll come in high.
When people on the left, they'll try and do race politics, and then they'll say it's class warfare. They're wrong about both. And people will then quote George Carlin, "It's a big club and you're not in it," and just point to wealthy people. You don't see people who have built a business. Meaning people they've never
was
seen a
figuring out how to get over here.
3,500% increase. They've never seen a net worth go from $1,000 to $30 million in a year. That doesn't happen in the private sector. It's not class warfare. It's certainly not a racial divide, but there is a divide between those who have to provide nothing, who work by suckling at the government teeth, and you. The standards are not different for wealthy people in the United States and middle-class people in general. They're not different for black people and white people or Asian people when we're talking about systemic oppression. They are
Dude,
very, very
it all looks so different, but it's
through
all
law
the fucking
for
same,
those in
man.
government. I'm sorry, public service and you. You have to
Fucking
play by rules,
ret-
and they don't. So when people say, "Oh, it's about no. The actual divide is between those who are corrupt, who claim to be public servants, and you. You do have to operate by two completely separate rules. Just see insider trading law.
Yeah.
For more proof.
And we will see exactly. I mean, you know that this is going to spark an investigation, or at least calls for it, right? So we'll see if anything actually comes of it. But gosh, those numbers are insane.
Yeah, that's back to the Future Sports Almanac
Yeah.
numbers.
Yes. It's almost
Like, how do you-
pirate plundering numbers.
How
Your
do you-
401k belongs to me now.
I understand that he owns a capital investment company, but if your capital investment company is only worth $1,000, what are you investing in? What $1,000 investment's yielding $25 million in a year?
And can I get in on it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what is the secret?
And that's the point. You can't.
Come on, why
They
not?
can, you can't. So I'm so tired of people going black and white, and people go, no, it's rich versus poor, because then Bernie Sanders can kind of permeate that. No,
Yeah.
it's not the haves and the have-nots. It's those who play by a different set of rules. Look at Washington, D.C. and their lackeys, their quislings in the media. That's the two standards that we are living under in this country, and that needs to change. And by the way, the best way for more proof of that, just see what's happening with big tech. Different rules for them than there are for you using these platforms, right? They're supposed to be platforms, but they're not really platforms. They're publishers. So the best way to stay in touch.
Which way,
download the
dog?
Rumble app, follow me there. Download the Rumble app. You
Go
wanna
out
piss
here
off
and
big
then
tech? YouTube
90
Meta,
degrees
download the
left.
Rumble app. Don't be beholden to them anymore. Next story. This one's fun. It's going everywhere. Do you remember Greta Thunberg? And we got suspended for making fun of her because she was 17.
But that was fine.
But she's not 17 anymore. She's an adult.
No, she's fully grown.
Totally fair.
She's fully grown.
I don't know about fully developed.
Right. She seems to be
but,
retarded.
Well,
I think so. And this segment feels borderline bullying. I'm not sure if she is retarded.
Well, she says she's not, so I'm going to take her word for
Okay,
it.
yeah, there you go.
I think she cut her own hair.
She went on another Gaza rant, and well, let's see. Who wore it better, her or the people who never wore it well?
But this story is also about a global uprising. Global people are stepping up when our governments fail to do so. For every politician that is fueling the genocide, further environmental and
This
climate
way?
destruction, and further
Can you not
colonization
fucking see it on your screen?
there will be people escalating
Go fuck yourself.
against that.
Oh, wow, that sounds like a threat. Also, environmental genocide. Is that what we're calling
I've
it?
had about 2 frames per
1.6
second this
degree
entire fucking trip.
increase
Holy
per century?
fuck.
Let's just be clear, like when you think genocide, you think the Jews, you think the Armenian genocide, right? These horrible tragedies.
Yeah,
Of
dude.
course, there have been more. Do you think the
Where you
environment? I
going?
get it. You guys don't like some pollution, but the ozone hole. Oh no, wait, it's closed. The coral reef is going. Oh no, wait, actually, it's grown. Florida's going to be gone. Oh no, wait, it's completely fine. What do we mean by we just throw that term genocide and fascism and colonization? What colonization? What are you talking? Well, here's the thing. This is also the problem with feminism. What she needs is a man. Do you understand? Like, what used to happen is someone would go, Greta, you're 22. You're no spring chicken. If you want to have a family, you have to make yourself desirable to a man. Don't say that bullshit because no man
The
will
fuck
want
up
you.
my way,
Same thing with
bitch.
it's what keeps or kept men from playing video games in their mom's basement. Right? If they wanted to have their very own
Fucking
neighborhood
mega cunt, dude.
they had to make something of themselves. Since she doesn't, she's bought into the lie. She is free to be a pustule on the ass that is planet Earth right now. She adds no value whatsoever. And she's going to end up being miserable. You can throw out all the buzzwords you want. You can get the horrible little
Dog, I don't got a pickaxe.
Well, dog, that's, you should have thought of that first, dog.
Angry, lonely, and retarded. To be fair, she was just there to bring awareness to her new campaign, bringing fresh milk to Gaza.
Thanks, dude.
So there are a lot of caption winners on X, but no one did the Kubrick, the Clockwork Orange, right? But some winners on X. We put this out there. Third place, Jim Schaefer wrote, "Hurry up out there, brother Hezekiah. I have to poop." Second place was LJ Nelson. Let's bring up. That's the wheels on a shopping cart. And then first place was Feds Are Liars 69. Hey, it says, I just feel bad making fun of literal retards with special needs. Well, that just seems like a confession.
Yeah, it's Jonah of the Targe right there. Is that
Well,
too
except
far,
they
guys?
couldn't burn her at the stake because that wouldn't be environmentally friendly.
No, and she doesn't like steaks.
Yeah.
Well, I have to. I just a little bit of. I don't know that I want this situation.
Nom nom nom.
I kind of want the crazy to stop with.
No.
You know, like I kind of feel like she's getting
Ah.
what she deserves. She'll find a crazy person.
Fucking
to pair up
faggots
with
in
later.
my
I
way.
don't want them having.
Yeah, she'll find a nice Renaissance man. They can have little Renaissance children.
No. I want her to turn out to be a lesbian so she doesn't reproduce.
Oh,
She's dead. There's no danger for reproducing right now. She believes in overpopulation, that people are bad for the
You know what?
environment.
That's
She
fair.
plays
That's
for
true.
Team Mother Earth. She hates human beings. It
Yes.
is an evil, satanic ideology.
She should wait until 40,
Yeah.
then see if she has a change of heart.
Yes. Yeah, she doesn't need no man.
No,
she looks like a 40-year-old wrestler.
you don't
She
float
does.
Hitler around.
Roddy Piper.
Fucking
Yeah, look
galactic level cunt.
Well,
I'm gonna get in the ring, brother, and I'm gonna tear you apart like you've been tearing apart the environment.
let me tell you something, brother. It's recommended.
This guy's so gay, dude.
How great would it be if she just comes out with like a little Paul Bear who's also like, oh, and Greta Thunberg will at Environmania bring hellfire She's like, stop it. In warm weather. Not much warmer, just 1 degree. It's 1 degree.
And to all my Cretamaniacs out there, I should be in school right now.
Still. It's just so sad. Hey, look, they're going to chew her up and spit her out. You guys understand that, right? It is sad, but at a certain point, like, okay. I'm going to worry about our own. We're not going to do that. We're going to do better in the right-wing movement, the conservative movement. Let the left destroy their own at this point. I don't care. Let the men compete in women's sports. Whatever. You guys wanted it? Go ahead. Deal with it. Elect your communist in New York City. I don't care anymore. As long as I am able to keep myself separated from you, that's as good as I can ask for, because I'm done trying to play ball. So let's go
chill.
across the pond. Let me ask you this.
Chill.
Then, do you think the people there, do you think they're more upset about Muslim grooming rape gangs, or all the Hollywood B-listers moving over there?
What's the difference?
Protest.
Well, the main difference is one of them doesn't exist.
Kevin Spacey's definitely there.
Well, to set the context here, because these Hollywood celebrities, the elite, right? Again, they play by different rules. Not wealthy business owners. Not the person on your block who does pretty well for himself, but those in Hollywood and those in D.C. are quite a bit different. So let me set this beforehand. Over the weekend, there were protests in Epping, England, after a court ruled that migrants must be allowed to stay at a nice hotel at the taxpayer's expense.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we stand here today as proud English men and women, steadfast in our resolve to uphold our constitutional and common law rights as subjects of this great nation.
They have a constitution?
Well, they are subject.
An English town, we declare that we will not consent to governance that endangers our communities in response to the misinformation and propaganda. We refuse to pay the television license fee.
This guy's so gay.
Parlay Institute.
Yeah, we like that one.
Yeah. We're actually pretty big on it.
Yeah.
Got any tea or a harbor
Yeah.
anywhere?
So
Check this out.
I'm glad to see that there are some people there with a backbone, and of course, they can't have that, just to be clear, in the UK. They can't have, you saw those people protesting. From everything I've seen, has been almost entirely peaceful. Certainly, again, it doesn't exist in a vacuum in contrast to what you see from the leftist protesters, both here and abroad, so both in the UK and the United States. But those who play by different rules, those in positions of power, government, they made sure that that lady, Sarah White, she was arrested after she decided to proudly hang the British flag. She's thrilled. What are they doing? She looked positively thrilled. She's like a 4-year-old's first time on a roller coaster.
That was done, dog.
But here's the thing: we're seeing those protesters are talking a lot like Americans.
Done.
How about this? And I mean this.
I'm
If there's
done.
some way to pull this off, because those in the UK, they want more migrants. They talk about how this is what makes the country great, right? They just studied, they conducted a study in a rural area, and they said what they need more of is halal food places in rural England, to be clear. So how about, we just went through Minneapolis, how about we trade the Somalis and the Muslims of Dearborn, and we'll trade them for your patriotic protesters there in the UK. How about that? They don't want them there.
This guy's so gay.
Let's just do a trade.
That seems.
It would be better for everyone, wouldn't
done.
it?
They had a good trade there. They have Sharia courts.
What are you doing? Why are you
Fantastic.
clearing
Done.
this out?
Trade alert.
So that's what I'm building my castle
The
with.
police deny she was arrested for hanging the flag.
Oh.
Said she was protesting. She was protesting too hard. It's got nothing to do
Oh,
with the
shoot.
flag. She was too enthusiastic protesting.
What does that even mean?
Did she burn anything down?
Right.
Did she shoot anyone? Did she burn any flags? Well, it struck a chord.
You don't want to show too much emotion. We're still Brits, mate.
Yeah. I mean, you can show emotions, you know, if you're beating your wife in a no-go zone, but that's a bit different, isn't it? Flying the British flag, all bets are off.
Stupid.
To make it worse, the UK government, and this is why I say it is a dead nation.
Yeah.
Canada probably has 10 years left. You guys comment if you disagree. I don't think Canada has more than 10 years left in them. It's not going to work. These countries in the UK, I don't know how long they have. And I think there's a case to be made where, hey, imperialism. So,
Well, here's out.
they announced the UK government special visas specifically for Gazans attending UK universities. Yeah, what could go wrong there?
This has put in place systems to issue expedited visas.
Fucking faggot just put copper all over.
Conducted prior to arrival for children and their immediate accompanying family members. And we have done the same for achieving scholars. And
You know
are
what
in
I
the process
mean?
of doing so now for the next group of students from Gaza who have been awarded fully funded scholarships and
Dog, this is my fucking house, bro. Whoa, what the fuck you doing, bro?
in autumn this year.
Bro.
Makes sense. That's the legitimate role of government. Look, whenever the left says constitution, you know they're lying to you, because when people say, "Hey, what about this?" as far as government,
Can't even
shouldn't let the
fucking
military
move,
go. Look, there are
man.
constitutional parameters of government. The analogy I've given you is that of a hockey referee, right? The job is to keep the players, meaning the citizens, safe from both internal and external threats. Otherwise, keep the whistle in their pocket, keep the pace of the game. That's it, right? We know what a legitimate purview of government is. When you don't understand that, in the United States, that's how you end up with people pandering, doing pirate dances in front of Somalis who have rebel flags for Somalis in Ethiopia. That's how you end up with a country where people are arrested for hanging their own flag and providing right-of-way to potential terrorists in their country. And here's the thing, these have negative ramifications that are very observable. Let me give you some facts on the
You're a fucking faggot, dude.
Well, it's
You're a
fucking
fucking
lagging
faggot.
so much I can't even play anyway, so.
Carried out, but I think we should
Fuck
say,
you,
number one,
dude.
they don't have freedom of speech at
Oh,
all
fucking
in the
piece
UK,
of shit.
to be clear. This story right now, I believe, is also there's a new one. The British sitcom writer Graham Linehan, if I have that right, Linehan, I don't know,
Yeah.
arrested for anti-trans tweets, was detained by 5 armed cops upon arriving at Heathrow today. This is just today. One of the
Start
tweets
this
that met
stream.
the threshold for inciting violence, according to police over there, was this one. If a trans-identified male is in a female-only space, he is committing a violent abusive act. Make a scene, call the cops, and if
Retard.
all else fails, punch him in the balls.
Start the goddamn stream.
Retard.
There are 30 arrests per day in the UK for social media posts. 30 arrests per day. That's why I don't believe them when they say, we didn't arrest her for hanging the flag. Yeah, but didn't you just arrest that person for a tweet? Whoa, if the shoe fits.
How can you be proud of your profession as a British police officer?
You shouldn't be.
Can't.
All the charges that they lob against American police, right, for being racist and for profile, you could actually apply legitimately to police in the UK toward conservatives. Do you guys understand? Like, it's observable. 30 arrests per day. And we haven't had the breakdown. I'd like to dig into this. How much you want to bet that none of those are for people like Greta Thunberg? None of those are for people who are radically left. How much you want to bet it only has to do with trans speak or what they view as nationalism? It's so bad that even the rest of Europe is concerned. There was a European MEP asked, and I believe, bring this up? I believe this was a German, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Maybe, yeah.
I believe it was a German, Lane the Brain, you can let me know. It said, what safeguards exist in EU law to prevent similar over-policing of speech in the member states, particularly when this results from employing vague legal terms and concepts?
You know you've gone too far when you lose the Europeans. They're like, oh, thank God for Brexit.
Right.
We'd look like those guys.
Yeah.
The Germans don't like the vague.
No, that's it.
They got to be very specific.
30 arrests per day.
for departure with straight out departure.
It's too little for us to get pushed off that limit. That's a 250% increase. Let's look at the economy and the GDP. Remember how you were told during COVID, well, actually, the United States, and you can't just compare, we're actually on track with the rest of the world because we saw stagnation? Well, that's not true. We never actually have them. The world follows us, not the other way around. So look at the economy and the GDP. So 2007, right, in UK was 3.09 trillion, 2024, 3.38 trillion. So that's a growth of 9.3%. If you compare it to the United States in that exact same period of time, 07 to 24, we saw a growth of 91.5%.
Well, that's higher.
10 times higher.
Fucking retard doesn't know how to start a stream.
Higher.
Fucking faggot doesn't know how to click on a
Think about
goddamn
this
stream like a
for a
fucking
second.
faggot retard.
Mississippi's GDP per capita is higher than the UK.
No.
If you were to just do it on a per capita basis,
How embarrassing.
Damn, dog.
and it's within striking
Do a barrel.
distance of
I've
per
been
capita
streaming for
GDP
25
with Germany.
minutes.
Think about that, because we all think
Nah.
of Germans as ruthlessly
That's just your
efficient, disciplined.
opinion, though, dog.
Pretty soon, some redneck from Mississippi is going to be eating their lunch.
Where's Mississippi selling? Oil? What else they have there?
It just tells you how inept the UK is. Like, talk
for
about
sure.
squandering your lead.
Incredible. I had no idea that it was that bad. I mean, we've been covering a lot of stuff that's been bad, right? So, but economically, I was like, holy crap, 10% in that time period. We've grown 10 times the rate.
10 times.
Do the Scottish still have any like freedom-loving people? Is there any William Wallace blood still kind of going around, or are they kind of a captive people as well?
I'm not
I think they're
entirely
British. I think it's like a.
Yeah,
Stayed.
That was my thought. I think they're British.
Well, here's the thing: is we're in that gap where
Damn,
socialism
dog.
collapses.
You
Where they go, let's say every other country on Earth, okay, 1/10 of the GDP growth. You realize that's unsustainable, right? You realize that's why there's the euthanasia policy in places like Canada, right? Like, you understand we're at the point in time where socialists are starting to run out of other people's money. The closest example we have in the United States is look at New York, look at California. You look at these places that have had unfettered leftist policy, basically since Churchill. You know that's why Churchill was ousted.
Yeah.
2 years after the war, he didn't support socialized healthcare. He said because there's going to be another threat, and we can't create a complacent people by just giving them everything. Churchill, you're gone. Now, that's not something on the radar of the wealthy celebrities here stateside who are moving to the UK. Let me give you the reason. And this shows you why these people don't understand what you're like. You don't hate the media and you don't hate Hollywood enough. So Robin Wright,
Who?
on Saturday. Well, the lady from Forrest Gump, by the way, who played the character Jenny, who knowingly tried to give Forrest Gump a retarded man AIDS.
Want to get AIDS?
That's the worst character in all of cinematic history.
Best night of his life.
Jenny.
And then left him with a kid.
Well, could have, like, that would, if I was Hitler bad, I don't think Hitler would have the stomach to knowingly infect a retard with AIDS. I don't know. That's not. That seems a little cool. I feel like there should be some disclosure to child who look like a hot tamale. Hold on, is it a Jew? Still.
Well,
I'm not a monster.
Forrest did know what love is.
Yes, he did.
She
because-
showed him.
Yeah, she showed him with her AIDS. So anyway, Robin Wright said that she's really happy to go to England, where people are being jailed for hanging the flag, and people are being jailed 30 arrests a day because of social media memes. She wrote, "America is a shit show. I love being in this country," meaning I believe she's in England. "There's freedom of self here. People are so kind." But what if your self is someone who speaks out against the oppressive government?
Oh, fuck.
They're living. They're not in the car in traffic, panicked on a phone call, eating a sandwich. That's most of America. Everything's rush, competition, and speed. Yeah, they also have a GDP growth rate that's 1/10 of the United States. And here's the funny thing. Europe always hangs us over. Like, you guys, you're French, but you're so competitive and you don't take the time to smell the road. It's like, yeah, okay, so you're a leisure culture, right? That's what you need to be creative. Why has no great art come out of Europe in the last century? Why is it coming out of the evil capitalist system? Why is our biggest export art?
Time you go to bed, dog.
Music, painting, pick the category. Outside of maybe postmodern,
Speak what is spoken
it's
to.
going to be an American. Oh, it turns out that working hard actually yields results.
What time did you wake up?
Well, there's also she said that most of America is fast and eating cars in your, eating sandwiches in your car and business and phone calls.
Maybe actually 10:30.
Geographically, that's false.
Right.
Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming,
right.
Colorado.
Pretty early, dog.
States over there, but they got nothing.
I think that's the earliest a human being has ever woken up, dog.
Yeah.
Also, that when you're rich, you can probably do a lot more of the leisure stuff.
Dude, you must be so
Was about her parents
proud.
Hey,
That's what it said.
can I just go to CNN really quick? Because I want to get to Ellen DeGeneres, but this is on CNN. Why are men and boys falling behind? Wow, CNN's realizing this. Let's see.
in DC where we are.
Right. In DC,
And dude, how do you develop
bandwidth
such
following the leaders in
fucking
cities? And the reason they did that
discipline, dog? I
they
don't
saw
know.
affluent parents doing it. So more affluent parents were actually holding their boys back, especially to give them
You must teach me these ways, dog.
to give them more chance to succeed academically. The irony here is actually it's the lowering who would benefit more from a bit of extra time.
What force of will do you have?
Say the problem with this school board and LDC is like a class game. So they see affluent parents doing it.
So they always
To wake up that
say it's a class.
holy dog.
Their boys from school and trying to get them ready for the world.
It's the wrong journey. There's much more variation like between individual kids and all.
But dog, what should I do if I want to wake up that holy dog?
There is no one size fits all.
But I thought you said men and boys are falling behind, so you made a generalization. But now you're saying don't make generalizations? Okay, let's go.
But dog, you've done it, dog.
It's just not ready.
You gotta know how.
It's not ready for kindergarten. It's certainly not ready for first grade. Talk to teachers about it. Take your own instincts seriously.
Hey dog, give me a scenario. Nah, it's yours now, dog.
Just the way the system is, and the kids are like
I agree with this, but is he going to identify the problem with the system? The premise is boys are falling behind. Get to the truth.
and just ask the question, are they ready? Could they benefit from a bit more time? Talk to the teachers about that. So you should definitely take your instincts seriously about that. And the other thing I would say to parents, as much as to teachers, is that there is a danger, I think, even in the home, where we're holding our boys to a different standard. And we're saying to ourselves, and sometimes even to them, why aren't you more like your sister?
That's a good point.
I used to think about my boys, why aren't you more like your sister? And they didn't have a sister. I made one up. I had an imaginary
Altitude.
Maybe there's a golden nugget in here.
always badly. Like, and she would be able to remember to put both her shoes on before going to school. When I opened her book bag, it wasn't like a controlled explosion of stuff. When she brought chemistry homework home, it wasn't in a ball. It was in a file. It was in a folder.
So they're going to talk around and make this a puff piece. I'll tell you exactly why boys are falling behind that they don't want to address. It's because of the feminist monster that they created. Let me ask you this. Anyone out there, especially if you have a young boy...
What would your last meal
comment below.
be, dog?
Notice that they're different. Same reason mission control, you can bring this up. Yeah,
Pasta.
true. Young boys tend to perform more poorly.
Five Guys fries.
They tend to perform much
Damn,
better.
dog. You know what? Caviar.
Why do they go their entire academic career and
I've
fall
never had
behind
caviar,
in
so
the
I don't know
system
if
that we have created? But
I'd like
when they're kind of off on their own, studying in the way that they're able to
dog.
study and learn, they blow them away. Why is
Where do you
that?
get caviar? Like good
Can anyone answer?
caviar?
I'll tell you exactly why it is. Because of the byproduct of feminism.
I
It
don't
was
know.
designed to allow women to get into the workforce and to be a babysitter. And it was designed by women for women. Let me ask this. You have a young boy, you have a young girl. Who is more likely to sit down and talk for hours? Who is more likely to want to do something with their hands, to be physical, to build something, to deconstruct something? Who learns better of your boy and your girl by experience, by trial and error, versus listening and taking notes? We have thrust, yet this is not a mystery, we know this, we have thrust young men into a public educational system that was designed for and by women. And then we also condemn the young boys, especially if they're white boys, and they take a white privilege test. Tell them to stop mansplaining. And we wonder why they're falling behind. It's not a mystery, it's really, really simple. You can look at the numbers, how they perform in school versus how they perform on standardized tests once they're no longer in that system, and young men fare a lot better. It's not an IQ issue. It is a systemic issue. It is a system that was designed around educating young women.
And this is not something
I don't
new either. And I feel like
exist.
we've been talking about this for decades now. That, young boys don't
Yeah, Doug, prove it.
sit still very well. And of course, there's some, learning process. You have to learn how to take directions. You have to learn how to do that, but it doesn't really educate them very well in that process. And there are other ways to do it.
Yeah.
Like when we talk about homeschooling, kindergartners, how long do you think it takes? Probably a couple hours a week, most likely, to get the stuff that they're getting in a public school. I'm saying what you can teach them, you can do a lot more. But basically, the stuff that they're learning in those schools, this I hope so. Hopefully, this guy is taking a really good look at why men or boys in this case are falling behind and not just going with the same social stuff that we've heard before.
Right.
You know, hopefully he's like, hey, this is a problem. We need to do something different. Let's do something different. Not just like point at a problem, which is what we always do.
Right. And young men, here's the thing too, it's specialization. Young men tend to be specialists. That's why you look at special forces. That's why you look at the elite of the elite of the elite of any category. It's dominated by men. So are the prison systems. It's really violent men, right? If you don't bridle what is an incredible power and ability, testosterone, drive, aggression, that. So men tend to be specialists, and we put them in a generalized educational system designed for women. Flip side is, I can tell you from firsthand experience, of course with some tremendous exceptions, women have a lot more struggles in the workplace. And I don't mean being sexually harassed. I mean not getting along particularly well with other women. So when you put them in a real environment where it's sink or swim, again, men tend to fare better. They just don't fare well in public school, young boys. Well, who would have seen that coming? All right, let's go back to UK. So Ellen DeGeneres as well and her wife, I'm doing this because they both have vaginas, moves to the UK to avoid Trump.
We can do it, baby.
Yeah, looks like she's still getting the hang of it.
Doing a little bit better than you.
Ellen and wife Portia de Rossi moved across the pond after President Trump's re-election last year. Today, they live in a village about 100 miles outside London in the Oxfordshire region. So why this part of England? Well, because it's a celeb hotspot.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. By the way, it's cute when two lesbians can't operate the simplest of boats, a rowboat.
You think you can build muscle on just peeled tomatoes?
In the 21st century. But before modern luxuries, that's why we didn't send out a female hunting crew. You understand that? No, you need someone to lead. You need there to be a higher. It's cute to us now. It's a scenario where women are useless. That's why we typically, as a society, recognize two wives. By the way, they're going to stay there because, quote, the Baptist Church in America is trying to reverse gay marriage. Well, good. Okay, stay there. So we have Robin Wright, we have her, we have, by the way, a bunch of celebrities moving to that area.
Just eat more.
Let me tell you what, it's 87% white.
Ooh, and there's probably
Well, you just said you can eat 50 cans, dog.
Very high concentration of wealth.
It's half the Muslim population
of the rest of England.
So look at your past streams.
Yeah, go show me.
Don't you fucking lie to me.
Yeah, show me.
The people who are being arrested for protesting mass migrant waves.
Listen to me.
They don't experience it.
You're not going to go very far in life if this is how you fucking act.
And then tell you, Americans, it's free here. It would be like them moving to the very, very wealthy suburb of Minneapolis and telling those dealing with the Somali waves to shut up.
And they could do that in America too, by the way. Yeah, there's plenty of places 100 miles outside of a city that are just, you know,
but the Baptist
Nirvana.
Church is trying to overturn gay marriage, so
I get it.
it's those Baptists. Gotta get away from those Baptists. Courtney Love. Yeah, she applied for British citizenship because of Trump. She said, in terms of Trump and particularly this group, it's like Emperor Core. Like they're wearing $1 million watches.
Shit in the bag, dog.
Emperor Core is going on at Mar-a-Lago. It's frightening now. It's like cyanide now. You know what's frightening? If you show up and I'm your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Rosie.
Funny you should mention cyanide.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to fucking not do it, dog, because you got legs to maul.
So we have Courtney Love, we have Robin Wright, we have the DeGeneres
going to shit.
And then, of course, Rosie O'Donnell. Again, the backdrop, this is a country that is struggling, that is basically extinct economically, and is jailing its own people for being proud of the country these celebrities claim they want to be a part of. These people, they start to see how the whole hippie thing was alive. Like, I used to be a liberal the left has never been pro-free speech. You can go back to the 60s, never, ever, 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 ever. They've always been communist fascists. Just to be clear, Rosie O'Donnell, of course, went to Ireland as well because, you know, she's a lesbian and Trump.
I'm trying to find a home here in this beautiful country. And when, you know, it is safe for all citizens.
Alright, dog, there's an escort coming to your house. I arranged it.
Thanks, man.
That's when we will consider coming back.
Just, your family's not around, right?
Okay.
We don't want them to, you know,
equal rights are not
see
afforded
that, you know.
right now. Can you name one?
It's fine.
Can you name one? And all these celebrities, I don't know how many lesbians can you fit in a room? They're all teaming up for their new foreign film, to be clear. Sisterhood of the Traveling... That's the, yeah, Photoshop.
But dog, what will they think?
Abandon your country?
Abandon, yeah, that's the thing, is she's abandoning her country and then at the same time saying, well, maybe we'll go back when it's safe for all people. Because right now it's safe for you.
Right.
It's totally safe for you, so you're going to leave because it's unsafe, supposedly, for people who are not as good as you.
Right. And it's safe for you in the UK because you are a lackey for the corrupt government. We have a whole set, we still haven't gotten to it, but, you know, there's a Cuban running for mayor in New York City. It probably won't win, but he saw socialism. You guys may not remember, that was the communism that the left praised. I'm talking about Steven Spielberg, I'm talking about Jack Nicholson, I'm talking about Coppola, I'm talking about Jane Fonda, I'm talking about Sean Penn, Jay-Z, and Bob Dylan. He had the Susan, I believe Tolo was his girlfriend, who was a huge figurehead in the hippie movement. She went to Cuba back then, again in the 60s, and supported Fidel Castro and condemned the freedom protesters as worms. These people are not pro-free speech. They're fine, because she was in good with Castro. She was a useful tool, so Cuba's great. What about the people who are being jailed for speaking out against communism? It's the same. History repeats itself. That's what's happening in the UK. And this is
it's
why
West
Hollywood is down. It's why people don't trust their institutions. And people should trust none of their institutions right now. This is my default position. If it's a three-letter agency, if it's an institution that I've been told to trust, I'm not gonna until you prove it to me. That doesn't mean I believe all clickbait out there. But for me, it's, hey, you need to make the case to me. Because we have seen, and we'll get to the CDC now, time and time again,
Deutschen,
the
Bleutschen.
experts are wrong.
About
everything. About everything. And that's why the media is going nuts right now. The media is saying, oh, can you believe it? These people are resigning at the CDC. Well, yes, I can. When you understand that it is an ideological strong arm.
Yo, say shut up slut with a German accent.
This is a good thing that the CDC is seeing some monumental shut up slut. I know. Now, I'll just, spoiler alert, the director of the CDC, I believe it was the director, listed pronouns.
Shut up, slut!
That tells you everything you need to know, right? In protest, and the reason why...
Science with your slut.
You don't believe that...
Damn, dog.
Man and woman is a thing, which is anti-science. Why would I trust you on vaccination schedule or mandates?
No.
So according to the media, though, let's hear it from their own mouths. The CDC is in shambles. And you are guaranteed going to get monkeypox and your golden retriever will develop a latex allergy. No connection there because of big, bad, not pharma, RFK Jr.
9 former heads of the CDC slammed Trump's Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in a blistering New York Times op-ed.
Yo, let me give you something else to say in German, okay? Say get that faggot out of my bar.
Leadership of the agency as Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy continues to face
Come on, dog.
for the upheaval
Get
of the
that
CDC.
faggot out of my bar.
It is not remarkable what's happening at the CDC. We all knew it. Not just the firing.
Holy shit, that's stupid, dude.
Of 3 top leaders in CDC is again an erosion in the expert core of our nation's.
This is not a gay bar.
Yeah, so
I'm glad these leaders who are leaving
they,
the CDC have the financial.
coloreds are not welcome here.
Yes.
Job.
Exactly.
Good on them.
So let's look at why they might be leaving. Hey, you would think, right, if they're leaving because, well, all of a sudden, now they can't in clear conscience support a new administration that is corrupt and wants to turn them into ideologues.
Why, what do you think they would say?
Right? Well, except it's the exact opposite. You can check the references, because I'll make my
Say it!
Here's the
Those
first
of your
claim
kind are not allowed to.
that they're making. No one can trust the CDC
Yeah, and
anymore.
what kind is that?
Not because of what you lived through with COVID, But RFK Jr.
But right now, I agree with Dr. Friedman. I think that we can no longer trust the CDC. We certainly can no longer trust the Advisory Committee for Immunization Practices because Robert F. Kennedy
Wait, no,
has stocked that
that's
committee
not
with people who really aren't
not the right word.
experts in the field, don't have expertise.
Nice.
Be giving us very good
I actually
advice.
don't know what.
Here's the truth.
What word
The
it is.
CDC is not only why
I
we
do not
don't
know what
trust the CDC, it's the reason for RFK Jr. Let me ask you this. What other time can you remember in history where a medical advisory panel, whatever you want to call the
Okay, I want to
organization,
try
what it's
fucking
supposed to be,
faggot
the CDC,
Minecraft again. See if
when
it works.
American people, the American public, there was such an outcry. for
Fucking faggot
reformation,
can't make up his goddamn mind.
No, it's that.
trust
Maybe
that
my
an
computer is
outsider who's
warm
not a
now.
doctor
Maybe I'd have to
was
fucking
brought in
warm
and
up.
is more trusted.
Yo, dog, at one point in my life, I was watching The Last of Us porn, dog.
RFK Jr. is
Yeah,
a
what did that entail?
It was Joel fucking Ellie, dude.
You have rightfully lost the trust
Yeah,
of the American people. If you just
Bro, she was like 14 years old, though.
just start with the end point.
Yeah, well, it's
RFK Jr. People lost trust in
what
the
is
CDC.
it post?
Hold on a second. Is RFK Jr. a departure?
What the
from
fuck is it called, dude?
everything we've
Post-apocalyptic.
Nice.
Post-apocalyptic.
seen, and why
I don't fucking
the
Nice.
support that he did? Because you screwed it up, CDC. Let's just give you some examples.
So what are you
All of
trying to
the
say,
living
dog?
They blamed all of the deaths on COVID when they locked you down.
She's a lesbian
94%
anyway,
of the
so it doesn't
COVID-related
matter.
deaths had some other comorbidity listed.
Damn.
We covered this. There was someone who shot themselves in the head.
There were at least 5 gunshot wounds in Tacoma that were ruled as COVID deaths.
They were ruled as
Pierce
COVID
County.
deaths.
So wasn't there like a motorcycle accident in Michigan? or
Motorcycle
something like
accident that
that?
was listed as a COVID death, and this was the justification for, again, more anti-science, locking all of you down and keeping kids from schools. And now they're wondering why we have a mental health epidemic where people in their formative years weren't allowed to interact with other human beings, again, predicated on a lie.
There's a puss is
angel
dead.
that was sweeping across the country. There's another example. Remember they pushed the COVID vaccine,
You wanna play?
mRNA vaccine, completely untested?
Oh,
Right, and then we saw the complications, which of course they tried to suppress and said,
fucking
no, it doesn't exist,
faggot.
but even in Europe, they
Put
said,
dirt
well,
all
because
over
of
my
risk,
fucking
we're not going
house.
to recommend
It's
young
granite, you
people
fucking
getting
faggot.
the mRNA vaccine, the myocarditis.
Even
risk.
worse.
We saw it, right? We saw all kinds of athletes fainting, all kinds of complications. People aged largely male, 2 to 17.
Fucking
Excess
faggots.
deaths after that jumped 85% in 3 years.
Faggots are
Which was
faggots.
the system that was used, by the way, to look at vaccine complications in the past. 171,000 Americans.
Faggot never
reported
beat
adverse
Baldur's
effects.
Gate.
But you can't trust bears.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that
Remember
game.
when they made up completely arbitrary?
Nice.
There was a
Admitted
period.
it too now. They've admitted.
They've admitted it.
Ah, we were just guessing.
Yeah, don't you remember? Hey, 6
It's like running a fucking marathon and getting to the finish line, but going, you know what, nah, not gonna cross it, dog.
And you ask yourself, well, where did that come from? Well, it came from obviously CDC. FDA probably had a hand in it, right? So you assumed at that point in time, even if you disagreed with it, I get that some of you thought, well, maybe there is truth to this.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
You picked up my... Dude, why is it fucking lagging again, man?
It was just FDA commissioner told CBS.
Faggot fucking picked up my sword, bro.
Example of sort of the rigor around how CDC made recommendations. Nobody knows where it came from. Most people assume
Dude, why is it at 93, bro? Like, it makes no sense.
comes out of some old studies related to flu.
Makes perfect
Droplets
sense.
don't travel more than 6 feet. We now know COVID spreads through aerosols. The initial recommendation that the CDC brought to the White House, and I talk about this, was 10 feet. And a political appointee in the White House said, we can't recommend...
Faggot wants to put granite in my house. This is what happens, bro. Have fun with your shit fucking PC.
Compromise.
Yeah, the same game
So let me get this
3
straight.
days
So not
ago
only did you just make
was
it up,
running
the number of 6 feet,
twice as, like, literally,
think it was going to be
what,
effective
40% max?
You thought, hey,
Now it's
we really
80 to
need 10 feet.
95%?
We'll settle on 6. I didn't think you negotiated on kind of stuff like that. I thought you were just like, well, it is 10 feet. You can do whatever you want, but it's 10 feet.
They said nobody could measure 10 feet. I'm sure some people can measure
you
10
fucking
feet.
get?
Just ask a WNBA player, hey, what's the distance at which you cannot dunk? And they would say 10 feet.
10 feet. Yeah,
That's out of my reach.
Exactly. You just have a measuring tape. You go jump as high as you can. That's less than 10 feet, so add a foot and a half. And, oh, you know what else they did, too? Well, they implemented this policy that was anti-scientific in a lot of ways and negatively affected your life forevermore. Some people's lives will never get back on track. People had businesses that shut down.
That's what bullies get, dude.
With big tech to censor dissent.
You're a bully.
On COVID policy, we saw that with the Twitter.
You're a
files after
fucking
Elon, purchased it. We got banned from YouTube for quoting the CDC. To be clear.
My bad.
We were banned for weeks from YouTube. They made sure that doctors were banned from Facebook. Remember doctors at that point who were using ivermectin, who were using antiviral treatments. Again, at that point in time, there wasn't even, I believe, an mRNA vaccine. But they were saying that this can be managed. These were doctors with actual patients, you know, unlike
fucking cunt.
You guys remember that during COVID? If you had an opinion,
Are you gonna get on or no?
wrong thing, you were removed.
A fucking fag is asking me if I'm gonna get on.
It was the CDC telling them, "Hey, you
damn dude, you should bring the PC to the Mexican guy, dog."
Don't trust the CDC or blame the problem on the reaction, which is RFK Jr. Here's the next claim that they make. The experts. Well, the best and the brightest right now, this is a problem because the best and the brightest are now leaving the CDC.
For the first time in a long time, I don't go to the cdc.gov website all by itself. I'm going to aap.org. I'm trying to crowdsource scientific resources, not from the place that I should trust the most with people. It's not just Dr. Dimitri, there's so many career scientists and people who are so sad and have either left or are probably going to leave, and who's coming to take their places.
So she means that now she's applying the scientific rigor that she should have always applied.
Yes.
Yeah.
What we just check today's references, by the way. If you're new here and you haven't, check the links in the description. Every time we make some kind of a scientific reference, it involves multiple sources, or it's a meta-analysis where you take into account all of the data and the sources. She just told you before this, I trusted what the CDC told me, like 6 feet, like 2-week lockdown to flatten the curve, like teachers shouldn't be back for 2 years, like banning voices of dissent. But now, my God, I actually have to do my own research. And here's the truth. The best and the brightest aren't leaving the CDC. Ideologues are leaving the CDC. I would take it one step further. Anti-scientists. Anti-scientists. And I mean that. So I said deputy director. I guess this was the deputy.
He's the director of NCIRD, which is the immunization.
Okay. Okay. So he's the director of that.
Yeah.
So she was just talking about him in there, Dr. Dimitri. So this is the best and the brightest who are leaving. Now, the resignation letter, which was released publicly, to be clear, included he, his, him pronouns, the words pregnant people, the buzzwords authoritarianism and fascism. But let me show you how this is anti-science. Okay.
Oh,
first off,
shit.
really clear. Anyone who says that they believe modern gender theory is anti-science. It is an anti-scientific worldview. Because anytime you are directed to research, going, well, wait a second, it's predicated on the idea that a man can be born in the wrong body, which presupposes there's a male brain and a female brain. Every single time they have conducted a rigorous study, it turns out, we do know that male brains and female brains are different. Turns out, a biological male who thinks he's a woman has a biological male brain. Same for biological females. The changes.
What are the games you got, dog?
Had only taken place after cross-sex hormone replacement therapy. Maybe that's why you get 98%
What other
of
games?
kids who grow out of it if you do nothing versus 0 once you administer hormones. There is no scientific basis whatsoever for someone being born into the wrong body with a different brain. None. It's not a thing. Anyone who believes it is an anti-scientist, because it's also a foundational worldview for the left. Let me read you part of this resignation letter. For decades, I have been a trusted voice for the LGBTQ community when it comes to critical health topics. I must also cite the recklessness of this administration in their efforts to erase transgender populations. What? When you think of scientists in the films, right, it's always someone who's just dealing with data and some mayor or corporation like, I'm not going to clear out these beaches on the 4th of July, right, whatever it is. Or a volcano erupting. Our town needs this. We don't care about your tremors, whatever it is. You think that someone who just, like, they're autistic, they're a Spock who just looks at numbers, right? You don't think of someone who's going, well, most important is making sure that LGBTQAIP are happy with what I'm doing here. I need to ensure that the results are in line with what they want. Erase transgender populations? Can anyone name me that what policy from Donald Trump wants to erase transgender populations? I feel like we're getting off the beam and using that term genocide like Greta in here, erase. Also, goes on to say, cease critical domestic and international HIV programming and terminate key research to support equity as part of my decision. Hey, you're supposed to work with the CDC, right? The hell does equity have to do with your job? What does that have to do with your job to give us an accurate snapshot of the science? Sounds to me like this is a social agenda, social engineering wish list. By the way, this person was appointed by Biden as the monkeypox response coordinator, to be clear. He was also, by the way, should be able to be chief spreader.
What?
I'm sorry, it says cheek spreader.
No, he's both.
Monkeypox. And also, he's a literal Satanist. Just to be clear, he is a literal Satanist. Now, I don't mean he's sacrificing children. He could be an atheist, and he's wearing the
damn it, dude.
in order to upset Christians. Okay, well, mission accomplished. You don't have that job anymore. By the way, that is Satanism. That is Satanism. Is making yourself God.
Is faggot gonna get on the game?
Satanists are atheists, just to be clear. For those of you who don't
Nope.
know, if you go back to LeVay, it was, well, if we're going to
Why
use this
not?
as a parable, if we're going to use this as a fable, we choose Satan over God because God wants you to love your enemy.
Because,
God tells you
I'm gonna fucking bury your fucking diamond sword.
part in earthly pleasures. Make yourself God. That man is a Satanist.
Okay,
I don't
cunt.
care
Nice, dude.
if he conducts a seance.
You can do whatever the fuck you want,
Apparently,
alright?
so we can move on
It's
to the
over.
fashion of being a villain from a Christian comic.
It's over. You done fucked
That
up.
makes sense. And by the way, we're going to continue with
You hear me?
a little bit long because we switched to CNN. But if you're not a Rumble Premium member, click that right now. It's what keeps the lights on. It's the only reason that we're still here. Mug Club is Rumble Premium. Rumble Premium is Mug Club. So if you join up, $99 in, you get this wonderful hand-etched mug. The Lado with Crowder mug now co-branded with Rumble. And you can try it for $9.99 a month. You get a bunch more content. You get it ad-free. It's your best one-stop shop. It's a true free speech platform, and it's growing every day. If you don't, hey,
It's your goddamn fault. You hear me?
on another day, tune back in tomorrow.
Nice, dude.
If you are watching, you get to keep watching. Tim Pool coming up next.
Fucking
for
faggot
free.
probably
Let's
didn't
go
do
on
one
to the
serious
next
thing the whole
play.
session, and he's calling me a fucking
That, it is RFK Jr.
culprit. What a fucking
Goddamn
faggot, dude.
piece of shit. Alright, fine, I'll get on the game.
Made the CDC.
Hopefully this fucking retard knows how to invite.
Oh, this faggot knows how to join a fucking game.
Oh, fucking retard doesn't know.
Literally just invited twice.
So it's running good now.
Yeah, I don't know what I did, but I lowered a couple things to see if it helps, and it seems like it kind of helped.
Bro, you got a fucking $10,000 computer and you got to lower settings on Minecraft, bro? Like,
Yeah,
fuck
this
out of
shit
here.
doesn't make sense, dude.
So where do you have the settings at now?
It was just, I actually don't even know what the fucking name of it is. Let me see if I can
Nice.
find it.
Doesn't even know.
Render distance, 50 chunks. I don't know what chunks means. I don't know if that's one block or if that's like a bunch of blocks.
Oh, it's way more than 50. You're saying 50 blocks, it doesn't render?
No. 50 chunks. But I don't know what a chunk is.
Fucking chunk. This fucking dirt. Fuck you doing, dog? Bro, you gotta make a good entryway for my... Gotta be better than that. Yo, wait. Nah, wait. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing? What are you doing? Fucking piece of shit. Fuck! Ugh. Oh, fuck. Oh. Still playing that piece of shit game?
Yep.
Speak up. Faggot. Oh God, man, I'm fucking tired. Ouch. Ouch. Yo, dog, are you gonna go to Fortino's after?
Tomorrow, probably not.
For years now, it's been obvious to the audience that there is something deeply
Yo,
wrong
would you kill
with
a
the
puppy
Marvel
for
Cinematic
$1 million?
Universe, but it took a while for the mainstream media to admit the same thing, and even when they do talk about it, often all they say is, well, you know, just too many things came out, as opposed to a lot of the other reasons. The crap that they've been producing, and the characters they've focused on that absolutely no one was asking for. Well, now that they're about to do Doomsday and Secret Wars and potentially reset the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, including by likely casting an all-new group of X-Men, there's some people out there that want Marvel to listen
Mr. fucking
to them.
Hotshot,
And of
how
course,
much
these
money would
be
it
the
take?
groups of the very same people that Marvel tried to pander to for the last several years, and it didn't work out very well for them. But at least when it comes to one X-Men character, it looks like Jinx Monsoon, former drag queen who then just decided to go full trans. They have something to say about this. Jinx Monsoon wants a trans woman to play Mystique.
Get the fuck
I
outta
texted
here.
my agent to start dropping my name, and that's a nice picture they used there. I think that was this person's appearance in Doctor Who, which got absolutely obliterated.
So if somebody offered you $1 million just to kill a puppy,
To have
you
a
would do it.
trans woman be Mystique. She is my favorite Marvel character of all time, and I relate to her so much. We could go in a whole lot of places with this, a ton of different places with this, about how Mystique's powers and how Mystique appears to be something that they are not, and how that is being identified with by the trans community. But let's listen to Jinx Monsoon. I see Vera clip this out. Is this what Marvel fans want? Let's listen. Maybe there's a pitch here. Maybe there's a pitch to be had. Let's listen. Is this what Marvel fans want?
Oh, yeah. Marvel now has regained the rights to X-Men. I think it would be a really cool idea to have a trans woman be Mystique. She is my favorite Marvel character of all time, and I relate to her so much, and I think a lot of trans people do. And we think about how nice it would be to be able to just blend in and not have everyone pay attention to us if we don't want.
There are a lot of things to potentially say about this that I feel like can just remain unsaid. But like, let's get back to one of these things. The idea of just blending in. You were a drag queen, right? You were a fucking drag queen up on stage flaunting all this shit. Oh, we just want to blend in. Come on, maybe now you do. Maybe now that you've gone full trans, you do want to blend in. But let's let this person continue.
And then we also relate to the fact that, like, she's not accepted in her original form. So she has to transition to even walk around people. I texted my agent that I was like, I don't know what's going on there, but please start dropping my name.
Yeah, this is exactly what Marvel fans want. Everybody is craving this. The 0.1% of the population that identify with this character. We need that representation. Now, I think it'd be okay if you just made Mystique a hot woman. A hot woman. I think that would be the appropriate casting. I think that would be the perfect casting for Mystique. That's just me, though. Maybe I don't represent the majority of people out there. Maybe the 0.1%, maybe they are the majority, and only in their minds. No, I don't think that Jinx Monsoon is going to be eligible for the role, but you know what? This is Marvel. This is Kevin Feige. We have seen some stupid decisions over the years. We have seen them look to social media and Twitter trends and think that's what we should do. You know what? We should do She-Hulk, and we should shit on our entire male audience, you know, the ones that actually watch. That's what we should do. That'll stick it to them. That'll show them. Didn't work out too well. We've seen a lot of missteps from Marvel and Kevin Feige. This one might be a bridge.
put in 477 applications over the last 2.5 years, not even gotten a call back once.
Why do you think?
I do not have a degree. I live in an area where the physical job market is very limiting.
Does your family live there? Mom, dad, everybody's in that same city?
Everybody was at one point.
Okay.
Most of them are dead now.
Sorry to hear.
It is what it is. It's poverty. We're kind of used to that on this side.
Why do you feel like you're a victim? The way you speak?
Because I exist.
What do you have on your resume? What do you offer?
Transportation expertise, logistics expertise.
How about I interview you and I give you a job? And let's see what you do 90 days later.
Okay. I'll look up your company and all that kind of stuff.
But watch what you just did. You just said you applied to 477 companies who's not gotten back to you.
Yeah.
A business owner just made an offer to you. You became select. What if I gave you a job, period, and I paid you
Female dating strategy.
Years ago, I made a video where I read some terrible pickup attempts by men trying to date women. And I figured, you know what? It's International Women's Day. Let's do a female version of that video. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are once
They
again
only get one day.
taking a break from the men
That's about
and
right.
focusing on the fairer sex, women. You wanted equality, ladies? Well, here it is. Today, we are looking at the female dating strategy. It's 2025, and apparently the men have given up on approaching us. 45% of men ages 18 to 25 have apparently never approached a woman in person.
Well, of course not. Why the fuck would you want to approach a woman in person when for 10 years there's been women saying that they don't like men approaching them in person? Like, I don't know how many times I've seen women saying, like, I just want to go to the gym and not have guys try to hit on me. I just want to go here and not have guys try to talk to me. So, like, me as, I mean, we all know this, but I'll repeat myself, as the most pro-woman, most feminist streamer out there, like, I respect and empathize with women, and so when a woman says she doesn't like something, I'm like, oh, okay, I won't do that. It's that simple. Yeah. So I see a bunch of women complaining about this, I'm gonna say, oh, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do it. Damn, this seems like something they don't like.
Which is honestly, like, so pathetic. Like, what are you scared of, Zoomers? That women are gonna film your sad attempts to hit on them and post them on TikTok for the world to see?
Yeah, that's right.
That doesn't happen. But it seems like in order to get a date and save ourselves from crippling loneliness or eventual depopulation, the women have started really upping their game and becoming
Honestly,
more...
I really think it's the fact that, like, women have said that a lot that they don't like it. So, like, why would you want it? Like, you think about the logic in this. Like, you're gonna try to, like, you trying to hit up a girl, maybe, like, marry this bitch one day. And, like, you're gonna start it off on the wrong foot, doing something that she doesn't like. I mean, that sounds like a mistake, right?
Assertive. Too assertive. Many people say that all a woman has to do to get a date is just stand there. Doesn't matter how fat, ugly, socially awkward you are, just stand there. Just stand there and a man will come to you. While men have to put in more effort. They have to be handsome, tall, rich, well-groomed. Wait a minute. That reminds me. Before we get into all this, let's quickly
I'll tell you also, by the way, like, there's plenty of guys that are fat and ugly and they have girlfriends. I see them all the time. You go to the store and there's a fat, ugly guy and he's got a wife and they have like 2 kids. I see it all the time.
Into today's sponsor, Henson Shaving.
What's this?
Studies show that 2/3 of men experience some form of irritation after shaving. It's just something they expect at this point. They deal with overpriced blades, irritated skin, and think that's just the way it has to be.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to. And that's where Henson Shaving comes in. Henson Shaving is on a mission to improve shaving with real innovation and a focus on your skin's health. Their razors are made from solid aluminum, making them not only durable, but also environmentally friendly. There's no plastic involved, even in the packaging, and their blades are fully recyclable.
Can't relate.
What really sets Henson apart is their engineering, with their Henson AL-13 safety razor being manufactured in an aerospace machine shop that built parts for the International Space Station. This precision allows the blade to extend just 1/1000th of an inch beyond the shave plane, less than the thickness of a human hair. And ever since I switched to Henson months ago, my shaves have been smoother and more silkier than ever. No more burns or cuts, just a smooth, nice shave that feels great on my skin. In other words, no more leg beard. And here's the best part.
The crazy thing is I never even feel it whenever I cut myself open like that. I didn't even know what happened.
Once you invest in a Henson razor, it's a lifetime purchase. You only need one. The only thing you'll need to replace are the blades, which just cost 10 cents each. 10 cents. So once you own the razor, you'll only be spending like $3 to $5 a year on razor blades, compared to the ongoing cost of buying those like plastic razors.
Yeah.
Henson's store offers a variety of colors, even a titanium version,
it's a video
so
game.
you can pick the razor that best fits your style. So if you're tired of razor burn and overpaying for blades, now is the perfect time to make the switch. Just head over to hensonshaving.com/shoe and use my special discount code SHOE at checkout to get 100 blades for free with your purchase of a Henson razor.
Holy fuck.
Your skin, your wallet, and your
God
environment
damn.
will thank you.
That's a
Big
lot.
thanks to Henson Shaving for sponsoring this video, and thank you, as always, for not skipping the ad. Now, let's get back to the video. Okay, so where were we?
Yeah, I used to cut myself up with shaving all the time. Like, I would do that constantly. Yeah, I mean, I just did it. I never even thought about it. Like, nowadays, it doesn't happen to me anymore. Like, because I think I did it so much that it fucked my skin up, and it doesn't happen. That's why y'all see me shave, and there's no blood anywhere ever. It just went away.
Yes, women. Can't live with them?
Can't live without them.
So let's just dive into this
Yeah.
dumpster fire, shall we? I love your tattoos. Thank you. Can you not send me a smile face? I have a boyfriend. All right. Off to a great start. Hey. Hi. Thanks for liking my pic. You're fit, by the way. Welcome, and thanks. I have a boyfriend. Sorry. You're hot.
There's
Thanks.
plenty of girls that go on these websites, and I bet they go on dating websites whenever they have a boyfriend because their boyfriend's not paying enough attention to them. And so they're thinking that, like, well, I'm gonna go on here and I'm gonna go and do this for attention. That's what it is. Yeah, looking for. Yeah.
I have a boyfriend.
Yep.
Okay, Schizo. Just wanted to let you know that our date was the worst date I've ever been on ever, and I hope you die in a tragic car fire, loser. I'm really
Yeah, he probably took her to the fucking the Cheesecake Factory.
really glad I dodged a bullet here. Best wishes. So you're not even gonna try to apologize for the bad date or try to make things work? You're just an ugly shit person. Glad I won't have to deal with you again. Good luck being alone forever. You just told him you hope he dies in a tragic car fire. Why the f-
I wouldn't even respond. Honestly, somebody goes and does that to me, I would just say, okay. Damn, bitch.
Apologize. Or better yet, try and make things work. Next. They can't all be this crazy, right?
Yeah.
Right? Hey, you probably didn't really notice me, but I was in your physics class and I thought you were really cute and I got your number from your friend. Oh, hi. Who'd you get my number from? Justin? I was wondering if you want to maybe go out for coffee or something else like that sometime this week. I'm flattered, but I don't think I'm interested. LMAO, what the f? You don't even know who I am. I'm not trying to offend you, I'm just uninterested. LMAO, you're not even worth my time. It was more
Ho's mad. Like, that's, dude, bro, like.
pity than anything, LMAO. Don't fucking talk to me anymore. LMAO, you thought I'd be interested in you. You're fucking delusional.
Jesus! Who does this?
A chance with me, LMAO? You're lost anyway. I'm out of your league. Go f yourself.
Dude, this is like.
This like you know, like in some of those like old RPGs, there's like halfway through the game you can accidentally interact with like the in-game super boss encounter, like, you know, like QX or something like that in the Super Mario RPG. This is basically what happened. Like this dude accidentally just unveiled the final boss beyond the final boss. He didn't even know it.
So stupid affable. I love seeing someone's true colors and realizing how disgusting they are on the inside. This is a common theme you'll see here. Woman messages man, man rejects woman, woman freaks out and says she was never interested anyway. Bitch, you were so interested, you went out of your way to get his number from his friend. But yeah, you're not interested. Cope. Next! I'm not sure about seeing you again. Alright, good night. Wow, that's it? Seriously? Okay, now I realize that was a huge...
See, this is the problem also that, like, so I'm gonna tell you the real reason why this happens. Cancellation. It's because basically we have so many different subcultures inside of the US is that there's no homogenous expectation to dating. So, like, for example, when you had a much more homogenous society, the idea of the chase of, like, okay, the girl says no, and then maybe the guy tries a bit harder, and it's like a playing hard to get game, right? And this is like, you know, you look at a lot of, like, old movies, and they play into this thing, and there's women that like that, right? And they're out there. They like that. There's a lot of them, even. And the problem, though, is that there are so many different subcultures in the US that to one group, this is romance, and it's like the cat and mouse game of romance. And to another group, this is sexual harassment, basically, right? It's stalking. And so the problem is that we've had so much segmentation of the culture that there's no universally agreed upon rules for engagement.
Mistake. How
That's why
rude.
this happens.
You just piss me off, and I never get mad. Don't be immature and ignore me. I can get any guy I want to. I don't need you. My uncle is the old governor here and worked for the embassy. My family has power. You are nothing. Goodbye. See, I was always thought no means no, but apparently no means get back here and try harder.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. No, like, if a girl ever tells me, like, she says she doesn't want to talk to me ever again, I'm like, okay. I'll see you tomorrow. You're gonna, you're gonna message me tomorrow. You know it's, and it happened. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, for sure.
Hey, please delete my number. I'm sorry. Who is this? Oh, hey. Yeah, I didn't save it, so you're good. Why? What is the matter with you? We had two.
You didn't save it.
Really nice dates, and you don't want to see me now? You're probably a cocksucker, anyways. Don't know how to handle a real woman.
A real woman?
Your wife left you. They really want these men to be like, oh, please, no, please, please, give me another chance, please, please, queen, just a crumb, please, please, just a sniff, queen, please. And then when they don't do that, when the men are just like, okay, bye, they're like, how dare you reject me?
Before.
We all face and we're winning. But for a limited time, you can get this limited edition Murdered Out InfoWars shirt at the auction.
Dog, what are you doing?
On the shoulder,
Waiting for the game to start.
Agencies, blackmail rings,
Which
money
game?
laundering,
Dog.
espionage, black budget projects, illegal.
Oh, you're fucking gay,
extension
dude.
technology farms.
Who are you playing
That
as?
I've been talking about for 25 years. I wasn't completely savvy to it my first 6 years on air. My film in-game still more powerful than ever. Evergreen, ultra green. In 2007 gets into all this.
What, are you gonna pronounce his name wrong too?
15 years ago, I told Rogan on air that Epstein wasn't
Nice.
just pimping out underage
Dog, are you gonna
girls,
play
that
Zach?
he was
You
involved
gonna play
in
Zach,
sex
dog?
operations
Fucking retard, bro.
and secret cloning facilities, and then later you saw that come out that he was into that.
Oh,
now, he wasn't giving $50 million to the
Yo, dog, you gonna load the plates tomorrow for me, dog?
for no reason. And Epstein didn't get his
Bro, you're gonna have
billions
to
and
load the
billions of
plates
dollars a
every
year.
time you finish your weight. You're gonna have to take some plates off, dude.
Dude, that's fucking retarded, bro. Why not just do it at a different
Sorry,
time?
bro.
Bag on the side of the road. He was a deep state, multi-agency corporate spy. The real super spies are more like air traffic controllers or traffic cops in that they're involved in all the groups, all the organizations. If you look at who is on the top of the Council on Foreign Relations, they're also on the top of the World Institute of International Affairs, they're also at the top of the Club of Rome, they're also at the top of the WEF, they're also at the top of the Trilateral Commission. And then you'll also learn that in the earlier of their careers, they were all in MI6, CIA, and things like that. That's the junior leagues, folks. The FSB, the Mossad, the Shin Bet, the CIA. Those are just governmental corporate holding companies. The real operatives are bank heads, university heads, think tank heads, and tax-free foundation heads. And they coordinate it all. Yeah, you've got Ghislaine Maxwell's sisters. I'm going to go deep dive on this soon. More research, more I want to know. So it's not that we don't have a lot of information. We have too much. They are literally involved in all the major power structures. No and all of them are into Alistair Crowley. Just like in the Podesta files and WikiLeaks. And again, there's so much data goes into this. We've never seen Trump anywhere near an Aleister Crowley Satanist. By that involvement. We've never seen him in international boards over the decades. We've never seen him in these different globalist organizations. He has been an outsider who came in, built his own name through the media, through real estate, through golf courses, through entertainment. And then he just came in and took over right at the top. Talk about the lone wolf. So again, yeah, other than socializing, in New York and areas like Palm Beach with Epstein, it's just not there. And again, if they would have already had this information on Trump, they would have used it. So why did he act so incredibly suspicious 21 days ago? I take you back there. Remember, it's not about being right. It's about how I knew. That Sunday, they leaked the memo. Monday, everybody says it's fake. Sunday night. It was too hard to believe. Monday morning, I didn't say it was fake. Monday morning, people go, it's Pam Bondi, she's an idiot. Saying Epstein killed himself. And I said, no. Remember Bongino and the television started that tour on Fox, then Rogan doing it. And I made some calls and do some things, and I'll leave it at that. And that Trump was mad and sick of it and saw it as a diversion from the perfect administration and everything else. And I talked to people that were in conversations with Trump about this. Directly. So I was able to go in there and say, no, this is Trump. And it's going to backfire. And from what I've been told, he's been asked by the CIA because of the Mossad and CIA connection to shut this down. He was on the fence about it. And Bondi goes and runs because Trump didn't block him. He wasn't thinking about it. He didn't have anything to hide. She goes and finds out the Democrats are hiding this trove in New York, a setup. They go get it. She sends it out to all the FBI offices around the country. We confirm that ourselves from insiders. And then all of a sudden they go, sir, you're all over this. He goes, what? And then they go briefing. And it's all a bunch of recycled crap. And I figured this out 21 days ago. Now it's all confirmed.
The shadows find the truth.
And I wouldn't have thought Trump would just throw a fit like that, except I'm not trying to put him down. He's 79 at all stress. I already know on issues that don't make him look bad, or issues that don't, where he can't be framed on just policy issues and things. He has his agenda. He doesn't want to hear about side issues. When people bring up anything from his top 10 things, basically, securing the border, getting the best trade deals, bringing jobs back, stopping war around the world, being the capital of cryptocurrency, all the things he's into, anything that he doesn't want to focus on, he just says, I don't want to hear about it. Shut up. We've got urgency. We've got to get our agenda done. So he does that behind the scenes on other things and some public. Then you see it on Epstein, it looks extremely guilty. Now, that's not me being an apologist. That's what I first approximated with all the backstory, all my connections, and my sources. But I went from being sure he wasn't connected to anything illegal with Epstein to being a little concerned. But then you've got all these famous monsters, and you've got the record of them. And you've got Michael Cohen. And even Epstein now, they released the Michael Wolff book interview. And Epstein's like, no, Trump would never do anything corrupt through his real estate because he knows he'd get in trouble. He's got to work with the unions. I just heard that. Is this true? I mean, Trump knows he's under magnifying glass. I mean, let's say he's not a corrupt person. You could say, no, or maybe he's just smart. But Trump doesn't go to Moscow or St. Petersburg and get off the airplane and go to a hotel and be paid so he can be framed and controlled and blackmailed. I mean, that was fake then, and now it's confirmed to be fake. Well, I mean, you know Trump. Lone wolf, not going to let anybody control him. Totally deliberate. One of the only presidents you've ever seen really stumble and fall. Because I stumble and fall going up steps sometimes. And I'm running fast, and I'm in good, decent shape. I've stumbled down steps when I was 18 and in perfect shape. Notice how deliberate he is, going up and down. Because he is all about constantly beating his enemies by being as smooth and in control as he can be. But you don't get that behind the scenes because he has to vent. Whereas I vent on air. So now he's come out and done what I said he should have done 3 weeks ago and explained what he means Epstein's a hoax. Not that Epstein wasn't a pedo, not that Epstein wasn't bad, but that what they're trying to do to him is a hoax. And finally, he's being articulate. And you can see how pissed he is, though, trying to control himself. Because it is Brennan, Clapper, Comey, Garland, that for 9 years have been doing this to him. And it is the same people. So when he came out, finally getting a little more articulate, a week into it, and said, well, they have the file, the same people that did this to me before. And it's a distraction from all the good work we're doing. And they're scum. Well, now he's come out even more. But then he comes out Friday. We played the clips then. Getting on Marine One and stops and does a presser with a gaggle of reporters, a gaggle or three. And it's a palaver? What would you call it, three gaggles? You guys look it up. A conclave? What's three gaggles? That's old English stuff. It's hilarious. It goes back to the number of crows, but side issue. He says, hey, talk to Bill Clinton, talk to the head of Harvard, talk to this person, talk to that person. I'm not on the airplane to Epstein Island. And I'll give you a list. People go, wait, you said there's not a list. There's not a client list at the top. There's all sorts of investigations and court investigations and FBI's. And there's just piles of it all over the place. So people, when he came out a week into it and said, oh yeah, Comey and them control the file, they go, that's crazy. Now they're saying the Epstein file was controlled by the FBI. Ha 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 ha. It was. And they're the people caught doing it before. So everything he's saying is true. He just acted extremely guilty, but really it was a fit throwing. 98%. And finally, he's getting more.
Shit.
I'll be back.
Look at this faggot, dude.
Articulate. But what he needs to do is just do a big press conference. You know, he thinks it's come out. Howard told us that, you know, if he makes a big deal about it, you know, now it makes it bigger. No, you're far past that. You need to just have a big press conference with big jumbo TVs and just show the Podesta files and the WikiLeaks, the 7-year-olds being locked up for his pleasure, and show his brother with his pedophile art in the Washington Post, and then just go over the $56,000 of hot dogs to Obama, and just go over and just flamethrow Lex Wexner, and just flamethrow them all, and just release it. And then the stuff that they faulted in there, saying your wife was a prostitute that Epstein controlled, and then he introduced them to you, which has already been done, and we know isn't true. And the 3 or 4 or 5 Jane Does that turned out to be totally fake that we know have been recycled through there. And just take it on head on and then destroy them with it. But he's like, well, Bill Clinton isn't in power and Epstein's dead and I want my bigger agenda and I don't want this to, you know, that's ship already sailed, Trump. If you were going to do that, and I'm not saying I support this, I just understand the thinking. It's more logical than saying don't investigate, don't look into this. You should have just been quiet. But we know who precipitated this. 2 months ago, Elon
having
Musk
like a conniption fit or whatever.
got upset. He'd heard the rumblings by then.
Yeah, dog. I'm fighting demons in here.
That, hey, they stuck you in the files with just a bunch of innuendo. No real proof because there isn't there. Musk got word of that Trump had deep-sixed it. Trump probably told him himself.
The shadowy figure. What should I do?
Musk put it out. So
what?
If Musk sought to stoke the Trump-Epstein scandal,
Nice.
Accomplished, says the New York Times. And all you back then that loved to be like you're, you know, in a football fan club or something, and you're supposed to choose Trump or choose Musk, and most people chose Trump, and look at Musk. Kick him out. Have judges investigate him. Trump running his mouth. I was like, why are you starting to fight with Elon Musk? Saw what happened to liberals and Democrats when they did it. You might not want to start a fight with him. Oh, Trump's $5 trillion D chess. He'll just brush old Elon right aside there. So it was ours to lose before this. We're still winning. I still totally support Trump's overall agenda. I know what's going on. I'm going to sit up here when he makes serious errors of judgment and not tell people what I really think. So,
welcome back, friend. The fine facilities of Figaro Facemaker are yours to peruse. Very
and
good,
we
sir.
Need to move on from this, but I want to go ahead and go to a very powerful video of Trump while he's over in Scotland today with Keir Starmer.
Now remember, fashions are fickle.
And they ask him about Epstein, and he answers it, and then they come back again. And there's like 30 minutes of this. I'm not going to air it all. It's like, I'm going to air like 5 minutes now before we go to break. And I'm going to stop and start it and come back with it. And then I'm going to go into the 2% chance she's bad. That's my dead record. My whole world is about getting stuff right. I don't come up here and tell you
Gotta kill everyone, dog.
Trump is innocent. There's not a cover-up. I want to believe that, all of that. And the evidence points towards that. But just don't think here that I'm up here purely defending Trump just because I want his agenda overall to succeed. I'm not a lesser two evils guy. If they had the evidence, they would have used it before. But we have to then understand that he's not just trying to sweep it under the rug, because he might be involved. No, the real reason, and I've confirmed this with the sources there, is that they already had the CIA and others saying, just drop it. It'll hurt the country. It'll crash the stock market. Implicates too many prominent business leaders and government leaders. This is really bad. And then Trump saying, yeah, go ahead and get all the files, find out what's in there. And then, oh, it's you, sir. Well, of course that's all they were going to leave in there. And then, how do we tell what's really going on if Trump's going to do the right thing? They had the Deputy Attorney General spend 2 days with Ghislaine Maxwell last week. Wednesday and Thursday. Down in Florida, where she's in federal prison. Club Fed. And they said that her lawyer said she was interrogated for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours off and on. They would come back again and interrogate. They just asked her about hundreds of people. What was this person doing? What was that person doing?
What can I do for you, my friend? Well, obviously I would.
Obviously, Trump questions. And she's a convicted human smuggler, trafficker, all the rest of it. People say, well, then how can you believe anything she says? I said the
always sharp.
They just want to know what she's going to tell the Democrats. And obviously, they're going to meet her to find out what she's going to go.
Going a little.
And then probably give her a pardon if she goes and testifies in Congress and flamethrowers the Clintons and others. Then you're saying, well, wait, then is she going to be given that to lie and say Trump wasn't involved? You can't go after the Clintons and Bill Gates and the rest of them if Trump's involved. It'll bring them all in. You can only go after the Clintons and Bill Gates and all of them and the head of Harvard and Ehud Barak and the rest of them if Trump isn't involved. And they believe he's not. And they've seen no real evidence of that. But you've still got to get her on their side. But here's when you know whether Trump's good or bad. If after she exonerates Trump, no one is indicted from the Democrat side who we know were involved. The jury's not out on them, it's in. If then nothing is done, then Trump has
still alive, so that's progress.
And then it leaves it open. Is it because he's in there or because it implicates all these big globalists? Well, we know it implicates all these big globalists and big corporate leaders. So the whole thing's dirty. The whole thing's bad. Trump handled this wrong. It's just getting worse and bigger, and it's a damn shame. There is a way to correct from this, and that is disclosure, and that is going after the real people involved.
Breathe deep.
Not putting it under the rug. Same thing with Crossfire Hurricane. You have to go after them because they're evil, because they're our enemy, because they'll keep attacking us if you leave them there, and because on the Epstein thing, you will then always have a taint and a cloud hanging over you, Trump. And not because they tried to recycle this, it's because you Streisand effect. So look in the mirror and understand that. So now all you can do is order full disclosure and let the made-up recycled crap, which I predicted, they're already rolling it out, recycled, a handwritten letter, Epstein once in a deposition talked bad about Trump. Yeah, a decade after he said he believed Trump was the one that first got him arrested. And even Michael Wolff, that hates Trump, talked to the police sources and everybody about Epstein. They said, yeah, it was Trump. Well, Roger told me that 10 and a half, 11 years ago, and a year before I endorsed Trump, when he was like, Trump's gonna probably run, he's a good guy, and you probably have questions about Epstein. Well, actually, I didn't, but I knew they knew each other. Well, let me fill you in on that. And you can say, well, that was them doing damage control up front. No, because I've never seen any real evidence, folks. I don't just talk to Roger Stone. So, this is a very complex issue, but I'm going to come back with this powerful clip of Trump, and then we're going to shift gears into all the other news today. There's so much, especially on this Russia deal. Trump just gave him 10 to 12 days. Stay with us. Huge announcement, ladies and gentlemen. I am beyond excited about this.
God. This is why Dr. Doom is hunting Steve Rogers? Oh my God. For those of you that are not in the know, My Time to Shine Hello, that rhyme thing played again, bars, is an account on Twitter that puts out several rumors. And over the years, they have been correct about a great
Yo,
many
dog,
things.
tell me why we can't breathe pure oxygen.
Why we can't?
Yeah.
Well, we can, right? We just get high, right?
Why though?
Well, I guess you can call it high because it's a different state of mind than what we are now. I guess because we're used to it, right? I don't know the science behind it, whether it's actually bad, so I can't speak on that. Is it bad? Like, if you breathe pure oxygen, is it like actually bad? Like it hinders you, or?
No. I think it could kill you, right? What's it called? Hypoxia?
Isn't that the opposite of breathing pure oxygen? Pretty sure that's when you don't get enough oxygen.
Isn't the majority of air like nitrogen?
Yeah.
So like only like 30-ish% is oxygen, something like that. Fuck. Holy shit.
What?
Dog, you want to know the way to a woman's heart?
Sure enough.
I asked you a question, dog.
Yeah, and I answered your question.
Yeah? What was your answer?
I said sure, dog.
fuck her in the ass, dog.
Nice.
There won't be any more problems if you do that, dog. She gives you shit dick. She's yours for life, dog. Always remember that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how it works exactly.
Bro, that pregnant bitch loved you, man.
Apparently she did.
She fucking
Giving me
loved
free shit.
you. Literally free shit.
That's crazy, bro. Well, yeah, technically, I guess it was, because that was the free part.
When My Time to Shine Hello puts out something, always keep it up here. May not be 100% true, 100% fact. It may not even happen. But you know, a lot of times, it has happened. Enough for you to say, what?
Something's on my mind.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you, crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Forgiveness? You've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
Okay, so apparently the air is 21% oxygen. You know, back when everything was giant, like the giant insects and
300%.
fucking... Huh?
It's like 300%, right?
No.
It's like what was it? It was a lot more.
No. Guess.
I don't know.
I'll give you 3 guesses.
10 times?
Lower.
5 times?
Lower.
2 times?
Even lower than that. It was only 31%. Only 10% more, and it creates literal monsters. So
For some reason, I swear when I watched one of those like specials, can't remember what it was called, but they did one on dinosaurs, prehistoric sea creatures, and then like prehistoric bugs.
Bitch, did I ask?
When the centipedes were like 8 feet long, I swear they said 300%.
gotta give me some chips, man.
Bro, walk over. Bro, I told you she got more the other day, so just come.
You gotta give me them chips.
Faggot has to go for a walk on like the worst days ever, bro.
Faggot didn't want to walk tonight.
Yeah, the night before I do legs, when my
Fucking
back
piece
already
of
hurts
shit.
and it's humid out. You're a fucking dumbass.
Fucking piece of shit.
Do the cattle not know? You son of a...
Taking these chips off your hand and you can't even fucking walk them over to me, you fucking piece of shit.
Faggot has a backpack to fucking bring.
Fucking dumb fuck. Has a fucking car to fucking drive. Oh, I'm sorry.
This guy is the least Asian accent I've ever heard. And
Is it too fucking far?
Yeah, dude.
Get me out of this!
This guy's like 1,000,000 HP.
What chips are you gonna give?
Doritos, original Lay's, probably. There's one type of Lay's, I don't know which one it is, and then there's salt and vinegar. Can't remember what the other one is.
You could keep the Doritos.
Dude, that's what we have the most of, bro. You're getting mostly Doritos?
Yeah, man, I can't do Doritos.
Well, it's good that they get to have so many turns I can just scroll through Auto Trader.
Nice. It is crazy how long this game is. Nice.
I hate when it glitches like that and it just goes back and forth and you can't even fucking aim.
Fucking retard misses all of them.
So much for peace.
Our ritual is near complete. Can you feel its profane power?
Several accounts, YouTube, Twitter, and stuff.
This
that
guy's
do
a
this.
fucking faggot.
And the reason why they're big is because the majority of the time they've been correct. Check
This fucking loser doesn't know how to fucking hit his enemies, dude.
That is really making him a sympathetic villain. As a matter of fact, remember they keep saying that he's the hero of this movie. I gotta say, this is a very...
Does it feel good to be shit at every game you play? Just wondering.
To go about this.
I'm just wondering.
Steve Rogers, going back for for selfish reasons. And you know, the word selfish is used.
Nice. Like, what's the point of giving me the turn if I can't actually do anything?
In a negative way.
You know
Fucking
what? What's the
retarded.
point of giving a fucking retard a fucking controller, dude, if he's just gonna play like a fucking retard, dog?
Yeah, apparently I don't have one.
Many times, people will tell parents to be selfish.
Say that again in your retard voice.
Take care of their. To take care of.
Look
their
at this. Look
mental
at how fucking
health, 'cause your children-
glitchy this is, man. I can't even fucking.
I said say it again in the
Shut your
retard
faggot mouth.
dog.
They give everything to their children, and they don't care about their own health. They don't care. As long as my kids are okay, I'm fine. That's how they feel. But they don't think to be a little bit selfish and take care of their minds and their bodies so that they can be around as long as possible to take care of, to lead their children, and to guide their children in life. Well, Steve Rogers went back to do something selfish. The one love of his life, he went back to be with. And if this is true, damn. I felt bad for Dr. Doom and Steve. Because the one thing he wanted to do after helping to save the universe is be with the love of his life. And he can't even do that without calling Rob. And now
Holy fuck, man!
someone else's life, and that person is out to make sure that he never did that. I think that this is a great way, a great story to do in Avengers Doomsday, if this is indeed what they are doing. So you let me know what you think about this. I think it's great. It's great. But if it's just a rumor, it's just a rumor. But like I said, my time to shine hello has been right about several things.
Shit is so dumb, bro.
So
like,
I'm
hey, whatever your name is, Astari, and your missions are really gay, so you're not gonna get your fucking resolution you want.
Nice, dude.
Holy fuck, man.
Nice.
Hey, let's make a mission where it's 3v50, and you don't even get to have proper turns. Holy fuck, man.
Yeah, dude. I go off the stream, I come back. You're fucking dead, dude.
Yeah, because I can't fucking... I don't have turns.
Oh. Or when you do have turns, you fucking wasted by fucking missing the
Yeah, by
enemies.
the
You
game glitching like a fucking faggot game.
You fucking retard. How's it feel, dog?
Shouldn't have made me.
This fucking faggot trying to run away.
Yeah, the game doesn't allow you to run away.
Couldn't do.
And the media will spin it that it's over Epstein. No, it needs to be front and center. Going after the jugular of the deep state. So that's the backstory. I want to hit these clips and drop them into the other huge stories.
It's so dog.
And we know the Democrats are into Aleister Crowley and pedo garbage and all the rest of it. We know they publicly promote it. Yeah, it's on them. And so just remember, everybody's speculating about Trump. People love him.
Yeah.
Scavenger hunt. They love a mystery. You have Mayorkas and the 450,000.
It's time to Allah Akbar.
I can't even fucking attack that guy, bro.
Into sex slavery and slave labor.
Fucking retard doesn't even know what attack he's doing, dude.
No, because it wouldn't allow me to attack.
No.
Fucking faggot retard. Can you give me an option to do damage? Instead of charming that literally does nothing? wonder I fucking stopped playing this game, dude. Fucking rolling the dice where I have one chance and the fucking game has 10.
Oh. You start rolling up the big pedo networks, the Democrats, we have cut and dry.
Oh.
The Republicans win even more seats in the House of Senate.
God, dog, you're about to get coronavirus.
Oh, good. He has his health back. Because he's a fucking faggot.
And even better than doing one or the other, do both. Release all the Epstein stuff and indict all of them. Attack, attack, attack. Indict Fauci for gain of function.
Damn, dog. It's a lot of bats.
Support of gain of function. And it said, I've never been involved in gain of function. Peter Daszak, the head of the group, under funding, saying in 2019 that they were mutating SARS coronaviruses on TV. Indict them. Indict them. But you've got the deep state that Bill Barr, Comey, and Mueller put in there. And they're to protect the agencies, protect the stuff. The establishment is collapsing. Anyone trying to prop it up as a fool, it's going down. The only question is, will Trump
Shit is so fucking stupid. And why can't...
with them and us along with them? Not that Trump gets implicated in this, it hurts anybody. But hands down by the Democrats, we'll go with the truth test. No. War, famine, economic collapse. That's how they take us with them.
Like, all three of them don't do damage? Like, what am I fucking playing, bro?
Anything real comes out, he is. Cover it. But remember how much fake stuff we've
And
seen.
it just fucking...
But everybody's always talking
The dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
Just randomly fucking heals? That doesn't make sense. That's not a fucking video game.
and why would he do the exact thing he's never done? I mean, hey, I don't want to be peed on.
God, bro. Have 30, 40 enemies. The guy fucking heals himself with 100 HP. All he has is 145.
If I liked being peed on, I wouldn't go to a hotel and go, here, let me have some hookers piss on me so I'm black nobody.
Oh my god, dude.
And then we know Trump's
It's okay. Why did I stop playing that game? Oh, because the fucking boss battles are fucking AIDS.
to being pissed on. And I'm sorry to talk about that, but that, you know,
They get to go first, so they basically get to go twice and I get to go once. Doesn't make sense.
But obviously a control freak like Trump isn't involved in any of this.
Well, I don't want to fucking play anything.
Oh, Jeffrey, our little secret.
Play this fucking piece of
Oh,
shit.
Jeffrey, you're an enigma.
Apparently it's the only thing that works, even though it doesn't work at all.
Oh, Jeffrey, you're an enigma. You know how Trump talks? Yeah, that piece of... You want to have a conversation with Trump? What do you think of that effing piece of... That son of a... Yeah, that's Trump. Yeah, you're really kicking their ass, too. We're going to beat these pieces of shit. Fuck them, Alex. That's Trump. Not, oh, you're such an enigma, our little secret. I mean, it's just...
Oh.
He talks like a gangster behind the scenes, like an Italian gangster. I mean, that's what he grew up around.
Mine. Trump.
Italian gangsters are sending notes. Oh, my little enigma, our little secret. I mean, give me a break. You think I would write some dude a note? Oh, our little secret, my little enigma. Some faggot at the CIA wrote that, and the FBI had stuck that in there. Good God, people. Remember when they were secretly taping Trump on the golf course, and he's like, you know, driving around, yeah, son of a He sounds like Yosemite Sam with a New York accent. You know what Trump sounds like behind the scenes? Take Yosemite Sam, the way he talks.
You ever heard of
He can't cuss on Looney Tunes. He goes frackin'
the theory of the firmament?
That's what Trump sounds like.
Not by name. What is
I
it?
mean, at dinner, your dinner with him, Joe Rogan and his wife, he's very friendly.
Said not by name. So have you heard of it by aspect?
If you say what it is, then maybe I'll like, know the actual thing.
I just know Trump. I know his MO, folks. So that's why.
I mean, it's kind of like biblical, like nomenclature, but it's the idea that the earth was enveloped by water. And then, like the Great Flood is like just basically the water.
Like Noah and shit?
And this is what Trump's doing behind the scenes, just so you know.
Yeah, like the water like actually coming down onto the earth to form the oceans. Instead of like encasing the entire earth from like some kind of like outer orbit. Never heard of that? Well, it kind of ties together with like other episodes, like going back to like how I had a high oxygen atmosphere at one point. There's an idea that like at some point the higher oxygen and the water encasing the earth, basically shielding much of the harmful UV radiation that human beings or whatever creatures lived basically could live for like fucking centuries.
Oh, and that's why in the Bible there's like people that are like 800 years old.
Yeah. Which is a fun idea, but obviously it's pretty out there. Yeah, I don't know. I think this person in the Bible was like 900 years old, right? The oldest human, I guess. You remember what the supercontinent was called?
It started with an A, didn't it?
I don't know. Well, not Africa.
Yeah, or wasn't there was one like Europa or some bullshit? It's probably
Well, that's a moon. I know that's one of Saturn's moons or Jupiter's moons or something. Oh, I think it was called like Pangea.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Like all the landmass is connected. There was, if you were viewing Earth from space, the Earth was at the right angle. You'd see nothing but water.
No, do they Do they only think that because like all the pieces fit into place, or they actually know that they were together? I guess you could assume that, but
Well, they know that the tectonic plates, they move like very gradually. But yeah, also, yeah, like it kind of like fits together like a puzzle piece. Like I think South America is shaped, it like fits into Africa. I don't know how the other pieces fit together. Oh, man. Dude, to this day, the scariest fucking place I think I've ever seen on screen is the fucking island from King Kong. Oh, the centipede things, dude. Oh, fuck.
yeah.
All of it, dude. All of it.
There's fucking slug things that fucking swallow you or eat you.
I think I'd rather fight the slug thing, though.
Yeah, but just
Than the
imagine
giant insects.
But just imagine like it already has you though.
Yeah, but like, dude, would you rather get eaten by the slug thing or one of the giant insects?
I feel like the insect would kill you before it eats you, wouldn't it?
I feel like it would just tear your guts out while you're screaming.
Yeah, but maybe, but I feel like you'd still die faster with that.
Yeah, maybe.
Have you seen that video where the zebra has its guts out?
Yeah.
It's all caught on video.
Yeah, that was fucked. That was fucked.
It's crazy how YouTube allows that.
I guess it falls under, like, nature, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, like, I don't... That's crazy. Just me, like, it just, like, reminds me how well animals can endure pain. That thing still wants to fucking like, run, its guts hanging out. Just like, bro, it's over. I wonder, before humans made spears and weapons and all that type of shit, they really just have to, like, grab a thing and bite it to death?
Probably use rocks to bludgeon, right?
God.
guess what, like...
Hmm?
Yeah, I feel like they would have to beat it to death.
Have you seen that video of the chimpanzees eating another monkey?
No. You have it?
Dude. I don't have like a link or anything. I just remember watching it.
Is it on YouTube?
Time ago. Yeah, it's on YouTube somewhere. I have to find it. What vegans think when they look at that?
What, them killing each other?
Just like their closest ancestor or relative literally eating meat. What they have to say about that? You know what's the most annoying thing about like seeing videos like that is if there's some stupid fucking white bitch
Yep.
witnessing it, they're like, oh my god, stop it.
Yeah.
Talk about the most fucking insulated, protected thing in the fucking universe, man. Like, do they not know how fucking nature works?
What's a word for naive that's more insulting?
Fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Brain dead, dude. Like,
Brain dead, yeah. I wonder if my sister's gonna see that when she goes to Africa. I think if she... I wonder what she would think. She'd probably be really, weirded out by it.
have you seen the video of the two gorillas fighting and the fucking chick in the background's like, stop them? Like, where's the zookeeper? Stop them.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, like, what the fuck are they gonna do? Fucking dumb cunt.
It's like, hey, man, get in there, separate it, break it up. Well, you know, 500-pound fucking muscle monsters going at each other, right? Oh.
That one where the crocodile bites off the zebra's jaw is pretty crazy too.
Oh yeah, fuck. Oh, man, that was terrible, dude. Dude, like crocodiles and bears, man. Those things are fucking. They're fucking trash compactors, man. They'll fucking destroy everything.
Meat grinders, yeah. Literally a fucking Crocodile spins and shit.
Have you seen the video of the two grizzlies fighting for like 8 or 9 minutes straight?
No.
Oh my fucking god, dude. You look at that, you realize there's not a fucking ghost of a chance if that thing wants to fucking eat you, man. It could fight that hard and long at something as big as it. If this thing fucking wants to eat you, dude, it's over. Every nightmare I've had, it always involves bears. Always bears, dude. Like, bears are the most terrifying thing in the fucking world. The literal fucking monster. You got people who look at that and say it's cute. Where are you seeing cute?
Maybe when it's like 2 weeks old or something.
I don't see how you can look at something that's like 1,500 pounds and go, aw. Another fucking white chick thing, right? Aw. Drives me up a fucking wall. Have you ever had nightmares involving animals?
I don't think so.
Would you rather go up against a lion or a tiger?
Well, aren't tigers bigger and stronger? Apparently lions are super short burst predators. So I think if you're like far away enough and somehow you don't get caught right away, they actually will stop. I don't know about tigers though.
No, it's just a fucking Russian guy brushing a fucking bear's teeth, dude. Yo, dog, good news.
What? What?
Star Wars wants you back, dog.
Nice, dude.
What, dog?
What are they gonna do? Fucking another fucking faggot like Pedro Pascal?
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? Fucking hatred, dog. Dog, I'm joining F2, dog.
Nice, dude. Nice. Remember that really big crash I showed you?
No. What were you gonna?
I was gonna say like the craziest crash I've ever seen was a chick. Literally just flew like 40 feet in the air. Into the stands.
Oh yeah, was it a?
Yeah.
Oh. Sucks. doggy there.
Don't you love these weak son of a bitch and liars when I go beat these fucking scum? That's a conversation for trouble. Just keep doing what you're fucking doing. Sorry to cuss, folks. You remember President Lee talks like sometimes about things? To other men, that's what he sounds like. Not love you by name, but my little secret cupcake baby lover. Your little booty is so delicious. All right, let's start going to what Trump said today. Finally getting articulate about it. Listen to this.
Have not been briefed on the Epstein files, or your name has not appeared in the Epstein files. But doesn't the agent have to tell you if your name is in the files?
I haven't been overly interested in it. You know, it's a hoax that's been built up way beyond proportion. I can say this: those files were run by the worst scum on earth. They were run by Comey. They were run by Garland. They were run by Biden and all of the people that actually ran the government, including the auto pen. Those files were run for 4 years by those people. If they had anything, I assume they would have released it. The whole thing is a hoax. They ran the files. I was running against somebody that ran the files. If they had something, they would have released. Now, they can easily put something in the files that's a phony. Like, as an example, Christopher Steele, a person you know well, happens to be from your country. But Christopher Steele, as an example, wrote a book, a dossier. We call it the fake news dossier. And the whole thing was a fake. The whole thing was a fake. They can put things in the file that are fake. But those files were run by bad, sick people. If they had anything, why didn't they use it when I was killing Joe and then he gave out because he was 25 points down? And then I got somebody new. Nobody even knew anything about it. She was a horrible vice president. She was a border czar, but she never went to the border. She never once called a border patrol agent to find out I was up. But she was the border czar. Her name was Kamala. Nobody knows her last name. It was Harris. But nobody knew her last name. So I ended up, how would you like to end up in a race where you're killing somebody, you're beating him, and then they say, all right, we'll take him out. He's not working. Let's put somebody else. And then she had a 6-week honeymoon. It was amazing. They predicted she would have a 6-week honeymoon, and she did. And then she got slaughtered.
Do you feel that?
But think of it. Those files were run by these people. They were run by my enemy. If there was anything in there, they would have used them for the election.
Do you feel that drawing? I think I heard you say something the other day that the drawing that was the subject of the Wall Street Journal report.
I don't do drawings. I'm not a drawing person.
Do you think it was fraudulent?
I don't do drawings. Sometimes people say, "Would you draw a building?" And I'll draw 4 lines and a little roof, you know, for charity stuff. But I'm not a drawing person. I don't do drawings of women. That I can tell you. They say there's a drawing of a woman, and I don't do drawings of women. And also, you know, Epstein was always a very controversial guy. I was at a very high position, you know, pretty much all my life. In all fairness, I've been doing this for a long time. I had the top show on television. I had the #1 bestsellers. I had everything, right? And I was a very successful business guy. He was a very controversial. Who would do a controversial drawing? Now, with that being said, they say there were many letters done by many people, and many big people, you know, big successful people. But I just don't. When you talk about files, I just keep going back, and other people too. Even the enemy says this thing is not correct. Because if we had it, we would have used it on the guy. It's a bad issue. They say it's a good issue for Trump. Do you know that my poll numbers are up 4.5 points since this ridiculous Epstein stuff? My poll numbers have gone up 4.5 points because people don't buy it. Okay, people don't buy it. And he's gone, and we want to focus on trade deals. I want to focus on the deal we just made with the European Union, which is the biggest trade deal in history. It's the biggest deal, I think, in history, not just trade deal. So if they would have had something, they would have used it.
People keep criticizing at the time he threw him out of Mar-a-Lago. Can you settle that? What was it about? What caused the breach for him?
That's such old history. Very easy to explain, but I don't want to waste your time by explaining it. But for years, I wouldn't talk to Jeffrey Epstein. I wouldn't talk because he did something that was inappropriate. He hired help. And I said, don't ever do that again. He stole people that worked for me. I said, don't ever do that again. He did it again. And I threw him out of the place, persona non grata. I threw him out, and that was it. I'm glad I did, if you want to know the truth.
Mr. President,
And by the way, I never went to the island, and Bill Clinton went there supposedly 28 times. I never went to the island, but Larry Summers, I hear, went there. He was the head of Harvard. And many other people that are very big people, nobody ever talks about them. I never had the privilege of going to his island, and I did turn it down, but a lot of people in Palm Beach were invited to his island. In one of my very good moments, I turned it down. I didn't want to go to his island. Yeah.
Mr. President, on Gaza, next time you speak to us.
All right, all of that is true except this. He says he does not draw pictures of women. He sent me this letter because I said he did. Total proof. Just like the Wall Street Journal says. Dear Alex Jones, just like they had a type one. You were tremendous in bed last night, and may every day be another wonderful secret, your pal. And there it is, the signature. There's the woman. So, total proof Trump is lying. He sent me this letter after we had unbelievable days and nights together. Let me just tell you, he's amazing. Here's another one he sent me. Alex, my love, thank you for the incredible time last night. And a hand-drawn deal from Trump. I said so. It's true. Comey, Brendan Clapper say so. So, there you go. He's got a lot of explaining to do. Now, here's one of the CNN hosts trying to claim this has hurt Trump at the polls. And according to Rasmussen, it did hurt. He's bounced back. And some polls do show him even higher on the trade deals, the rest of it. But here's the CNN reporter getting fact-checked.
Is the downside of the strategy that he has imported that got him elected. His entire strategy with the Epstein files was to try to give people the strong impression that this was Bill Clinton, this was Democrats, this was something that they were trying to hide. And now that this is all turned on him, he won't be able to convince his base that this is a transparent investigation at all. Like, I don't know what it would take for them to believe that there's no cover-up. I mean, you convinced a lot of these people, part of your whole spiel is that the government isn't to be trusted. And then you're asking these same group of people to suddenly trust that this was all on the up and up. There is no list, that everything is as it appears.
Alright, I'm gonna get off.